Hi, this is Dr. David Pulley, the relationship doctor. And tonight I'm going to talk to you all about a very interesting principle called Sternberg's triangular theory of love. Now, this theory is what I base my soulmate theory off of. The triangular theory of love is a very interesting concept that can be utilized to analyze a lot of different aspects of relationships. It basically goes like this. Sternberg says that there are three elements of love: intimacy, passion, and commitment. Intimacy by itself is a like for someone, a connection with someone. Passion by itself is that sexual, physical desire that you have towards somebody. A lot of times by itself it could be lust, but it's that almost animalistic, primal desire that you have where you're drawn to somebody, and a lot of times it's physical in nature. Then you have commitment. Commitment is when you have agreement and understanding with an individual, and that agreement and that understanding builds trust. Now, from these three elements, you have, again, liking by itself, intimacy. You have lust or passion, which is passion by itself, and you have trust, which is commitment by itself. Intimacy and passion together, those two elements give you romantic love. Intimacy and commitment, those two elements give you companionate love. So that person is a companion for you, someone who you trust and have a strong connection with. Now, passion and commitment, that kind of love, Sternberg says, is fatuous love. It's like infatuation, basically. It's when you have an agreement or understanding of some sort and some sort of sexual, physical, or primal desire towards each other. Now, those kinds of love, romantic, companionate, and fatuous, those kind of loves talk about when you have two elements. Well, when you have all three elements, Sternberg says that you have consummate love. This leads us to my soulmate theory. Now, when I first heard about consummate love, I thought to myself, oh, great, that's soulmates. That's what a soulmate is, a consummate love. Although this is true, I quickly realized that there was something missing. I thought about all my past relationships and how pretty much all of my past relationships were consummate. So, if all of my past relationships are consummate, why all of them couldn't be my soulmate? So, what's going on here? Why was that so? Okay, well, I realized that it's not just the elements. The elements let you know what kind of love you have. That's where Sternberg's theory comes in. My theory tells you the level of love that you have. So, consummate love tells you, okay, I have a level where all three elements have been reached and are there. But out of that, you get certain percentages of each element. And my definition of soulmates, based off of Sternberg's theory, is that a soulmate is a person who you have consummate love with, which is all three elements. And each element functions and operates at least 80% or above. So again, you have intimacy, passion, and commitment functioning and operating at least 80% or above consistently. Not constantly, not always, but consistently, meaning more often than not. So the issue is, you could have consummate love, as I have had in some of my past relationships, but intimacy might be on 10%, passion might be at 85, commitment might be at 60. So although you have all three elements, with all three being at different levels or percentages in terms of intensity, then that could bring about instability even though you have three elements as opposed to two or one. Thank you all for tuning in. This was my take and some of my theory on the soulmate belief based off of Sternberg's triangular theory of love. I hope you enjoy. Have a good night.